sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be how we get down. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city. Don't be sleeping on my city.
Yeah, what it do? It's your boy Bodine, and you are now tuned into another episode of StlVsErrbody. This is season 4. And I have a guest that should have been on here a long time ago. She was on here a long time ago, but we had to run it back and make sure that we did it right. That was during the COVID era where we couldn't even meet up. We had to do it online and stuff like that. So I wanted to get like a face-to-face. She's been international, traveling all over the world, DJing, stuff like that. She stopped back in town, to chop it up with your boy, the host with the most, DJ Mos P, a.k.a. Mos Precious. What's up with you?
I don't know you get that pass.
I got another name to call you, but I ain't gonna say that one.
I mean, you could. We got history, so anything you could say will only levitate the interview more. So it is, but everything's good. All is copacetic, blessed, happy, vibrant.
For sure. Well, for the people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Mos Precious?
Mos Precious, that is exactly who I am. I started as a poet/MC, rapped, did talent shows through festivals, fundraisers, dropped mixtapes, dropped one album, and never dropped another one. I'm a curator, creator, writer, blogger, videographer. The list just goes on. Sometimes people get lost in what I do, but I'm just a person that likes to innovate and keep elevating myself to be a resource to other people. So technically, that is me. I became a DJ in 2012 professionally, but started on MVP Radio at UMSL. Blog Talk Radio did merge it to UMSL, and that's when I became the official DJ radio jockey self. Interviewed a lot of different people: Ras B, Aquarius, Genuine's artists, Flesh and Bone, Potsy, a lot of locals I've interviewed. You on my show, you and Els. Massively. I think it was Els or was it Keisha? Or was it Thailand at the time?
It was Els.
Yeah, it was Els. I remember you had a picture of that.
That's when her was long.
Yeah.
Had the cap and all that.
Yeah, just all those different eras. Just me, I'm a person that just tries to be resourceful, and that's where the Mos Precious came from, because my real name, people say I should talk about it more, it's mahogany, which is a precious, very expensive piece of wood that you can't get anywhere. So I came up with my name based off my real name. I'm precious. Everything about me is gentle. It's kind of hard to be gentle in this industry that we in, but I'm very gentle and calm and very, very, very pleasant. And then you get to 2012, I became officially DJ Mos Precious, dropped my album in 2012, and then dropped the whole Mos Precious part and became DJ Mos Precious. And here we are, all the way to 2022. Been working internationally since 2018. Moved to Fort Worth in 2017, going backwards, because that's exactly how you get forward. You gotta go past, to present, to future, all that.
I can dig it.
Yeah, so that's me. I'm a book of many pages, and if you don't get to know me, you're missing out on all the chapters that you can learn.
So that is true. So I'm gonna go back though. So you were started off as an artist, and then you put the mic down and just decided to do DJing full time. Why was that?
Well, I'm always gonna be an artist. First of all, the artistic part, the writing, the element that I be in, the element and the feeling I get from being in the studio will never die. I just haven't been in it. It's more just I found therapeutic how much I can change the world with music. You can do it artistry as well. So that's why I'm always gonna be an artist. But I realized how important music is as an element. I just felt comfortable with it. I grew my passion with it, actually, because I didn't come from a family of DJs. I didn't come from nobody to give me travel down turntables and vinyls and techniques. I came from an element of liking music, wanting to create more vibes and be classy with it and give a different perspective of a DJ. Not much of a producer, maybe one day. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up with that production side that you're doing. But that's it. I really just wanted to elevate. I wanted to go places that artistry really couldn't take me, that I felt. it could if I wanted to apply it, but that's where it is. Like, just wanted to elevate and do something completely out the norm, and here we are, DJ Mos Precious.
And that's took you all over the world. Like, how can you describe like the feeling of like doing what every artist wants? Like we talked about that the other day. Like you're doing what every artist wants to do. That's travel around the world and be paid for your talents.
And you asked, what's the part? What's the
like how well, first, how did you get into you know what I'm saying, that position, and then secondly, like, you know what I'm saying, how does it feel to be like living out your dream?
Good questions, bro. Good questions.
I'll be thinking.
You always think. You think 10 steps, 20 steps ahead of every artist. Why a lot of people can't catch up with you. First of all, segue into this current year. My supervisor on Carnival, I work for Carnival Cruise Lines. I can say that. I can say that freely and not get in trouble. I work for Carnival Cruise Lines, and my previous supervisor was saying, I didn't know you were a MC, because shout out to Kevin Johnson. I got a feature in STL that today. Shout out to Kevin C. Johnson for that feature. It got on the cruise ship. They flooded it around the cruise ship. Everybody's just looking at me. Oh my God, you this and this and this. I didn't know you were an artist. I want to see you implement your artistry more in your DJing. So now I'm literally going to do that more. But to answer your question, I ended up doing that because I have DJ friends who work on cruise ships, and I just started researching how to do it. Got an agent, the same agent they worked with. Interview, got hired on the spot. April 2018. Didn't know what I signed up for. I didn't know what the cruise ship was like. I ain't never cruised. So I waited to September to accept my first ship. September 9th, 2018 to be exact. And then I ain't stopped since. COVID shut us down. I took a minute to go back because I knew it would be different. And here we are in this current moment, and I've been promoted to do exactly what I signed up for with Corner, which is nothing but DJ and sales, liquor, all that bar, all that sales stuff that I like to do. And it is a good experience. Like, it's actually, I really missed out 3 years of just not embracing it. This last year is when I was like, I'm gonna embrace it, I'm gonna document everything, I'm gonna just take pictures. I'm gonna really live in the moment. I didn't do it before. So I can actually answer that question better now than I could have 3 years ago when I first started. It is amazing. It's a sacrifice. I am gone for 3 months. It's 4 months at a time now. It used to be 6 months. I miss family and all that, but I didn't talk about it as much. Like people know, but they don't know. Now they know more because I'm now putting it out there like, yeah, I work on one of the top cruise ship lines in the world, and I'm from St. Louis, the same area that a lot of my friends and people are from, and I can do it, you can do it, we all can do it. So.
Being that, you know, I know you had left when like COVID was like at its peak, and everybody had to kind of adjust to like mix shows, the verses, the online stuff like that. Is the mix shows and stuff still like the new wave?
Yeah.
Or, you know, now that the clubs and stuff are starting to be back open, it's getting back to that groove?
It's still both.
Okay.
You always want to tackle both angles because some DJs don't want to do clubs, and then they go the radio way, the mix show way, the house party way. You still want to tap into them, but yeah, now that everybody's back outside, the way is to go to the clubs. But then again, if you don't have personal relationships with those in the clubs, it's always going to be mix shows because you can always build a relationship and they'll always keep your music in rotation. That answers your question. Do you
now being that you're like a female, being that you are a lady in the industry?
I don't identify. I'm just joking.
I'm saying, one of my kids, they did that to today. I was like, young girl sitting there, she's like, I don't.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm messing with you. Go ahead. You don't have to worry about pronouns and none of that with me. You good.
You'll see my face back on the camera when they show. Like, okay, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
But being that you're, you know what I'm saying, a lady in the industry, do you receive a lot of like, do like men kind of try to throw their weight around on you and stuff like that?
Always.
How do you like deal with like overcoming that?
I just move around them. I mean, you know, we can get into this topic forever and ever and ever. But I just don't be intimidated. Like, I was raised with a heavy father present, so men can't get anything over on me because literally I can just ask my dad advice and be like, hey, or think about what he's taught me, how some guys move and how to identify it before it even happens. So yeah, they always throw their weight. They feel like I'm not empowered. I have to do a DJ battle to be identified as a DJ. That is really the pressures I get from a lot of different men throwing weight. Or I'm not utilizing them for what I want to do because they feel that they should have a place. Everything in this city, I might have tapped into a few people. I mean, I leaned on you a few times. Dub has performed in some of my shows, all that type of stuff. But I never, shout out to John Harrison and so-and-so, them are my cousins. They hooked me up with Sister Rose and The Way Out. So thanks to them for having some kind of play and not being those men that throw their weight. But yeah, I just walk right past them.
Yeah.
Say that in your face. I will walk right past any guy that try to throw their weight at me. You can hate on me, you can say this, you can lie on me. I don't sleep to get to the top. I don't do any of the things that the industry identify women have to do to get somewhere.
Do you have to kind of put up like a hard shell when you're, you know, interacting with these people? Because I know you outside of music, but like while you're conducting business and being around these artists and everything, do you kind of got to be like firm and, you know what I'm saying, be like, hey, this is what it is? And,
yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I literally lost myself in this. Can I cuss? I almost cussed.
Yeah,
I literally almost lost I'm trying not to. I literally almost lost myself in this industry. I have lost myself in this industry.
I'm hip.
Because this is what it does to you. This is why I backed off of music in this sense, to kind of segue back to your question a little earlier. It's because I was losing who I really was. Mm-hmm. The album I dropped, Late Night Thoughts, was me becoming commercial, and I just could not sell I was a poet. Like, I was a poet MC. Like, Pac and Lauryn Hill, Nas, like my idols. Mm-hmm. I was them, and then I realized I was becoming another type of person. So the industry can make you surely change, and those individuals who were named nameless, who have really impacted some of the reasons I backed off of some things, I ain't going nowhere.
I can dig it.
I'm not.
so besides like you know, music, you done everything. Music, throwing shows. Yeah, okay. So the show thing, because that's where like a lot of tension and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What's happening around you? Mm-hmm. The pay to play. Mm-hmm. And I talked to Frost about it. I talked to Jay House about it when they on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain to artists, you know, why there's a pay to play.
Thank you so much, Bo, for answering this. Because if y'all don't give Bodine, first, before I get into this question, if y'all don't give Bodine the respect in this city, then you're sleeping. We come from a whole nother class of entertainers in this city. These new ones, shout out to y'all. Y'all changing the wave. That's good. That's what's supposed to happen. But y'all got to put respect on those who were here before you and who will be here after you, because they understand the whole method of how that industry works. So the pay to play. The word alone, it intimidates anybody. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell how my formats worked and why some people did not like it, because they didn't understand it. So Rip James can test for this. Rip James, anybody who's ever done my shows, I'll give you tickets. You'll pay an investment, you'll get the tickets. You will never really pay me back any money from the tickets you make, because you've already invested in the show. The money that you invested is made back by the tickets you sell. Now, if you don't sell them, that's not my due. You wasn't giving tickets to bring crowds. You were giving tickets to encourage your fan base to support your shows. So that's the difference. So yeah, you paid to get the tickets. Yeah, you paid to get on the show. But you had money-making opportunities that you choose not to do. So the promoters come back and be the ones doing the play-for-play. That's my perspective. Like, that's just how my shows was. Like, I'm just touching that. That's how my shows are. It's like I literally gave tickets to enough artists to make as much money as they wanted to make. But if they didn't make it, so be it. And also building those relationships with me, they can hit me up anytime and get other stuff I have. Like, I'm not just throwing a show and that's all you got. I got DJs all over the world, and I had that since 2012 or 11. So anybody that's been on any of my shows and you built a relationship before then, you can tap in with me and say, hey, Mos, this is what I got. Can you do this and do this? A lot of our relationships are formed from those artists who understood that method and didn't try to get around those who, or get on the bandwagon for those who didn't understand, because they never actually asked. they only assume that pay for play. Everybody do it. Even the ones who criticize the ones who done it.
Yeah, when I opened up for like DMX, all them big artists, we had to sell tickets and pay John Mancuso. You know, we paid him, and then whatever we got back from that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pay some way. That's why I always tell artists, shoot, man, just throw your own show. You throw your own show, you don't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, having to sell tickets for the promoter, because you're the promoter. And you don't got to worry about what time you go on, because
you can tell
you're
when
throwing the show.
Exactly.
It's your show. And you know, you decide who gets what time someone goes on, and you get the cut, you know what I'm saying, when it's over with.
But also you got to tell the backside. If anything goes wrong, it falls on you.
That's true.
If you don't do all your due diligence, it falls on you.
Yep.
So yeah, you could throw your own show. Do that. I encourage you that, because you can learn what a promoter goes through. Then if a promoter, you will have a better respect for them if you actually put yourself in their shoes. But if not, don't even sign up for it.
Yeah.
Like, because you're going to be like, oh my God, I really feel dumb for calling off on the promoters that I've paid to play, whatever you want to call it. I've done it. Frost Money, like artists I've been a part of have been on Frost Money shows at Foo Bar. He only does tickets. Frost Money and me got massive history. I used to rap with him back when, in 08, 07, like in the basement. Shout out to Frost. He leveled up on me now. I don't think we talk as much now, but no, shout out to Frost. But like, yeah, like we all do the same method. We're not creating nothing new. We just reinventing the wheel. Watch these old movies from back in the day. They did the same stuff. But we get criticized for it. But we're doing exactly what they did in the blues eras, the jazz eras, the hip hop eras. Like, we're doing the same stuff.
Do you think you catch more criticism because you're a female?
Always. I can, in that question, before you put the question mark on it. Yeah, I do feel like that. I do. But it actually keeps me going though.
And then so, you know, you had left to be an international DJ, which is better than staying here anyway.
Always.
But before that, you went to Texas. You moved there, did your thing out there. Was it because
a lot of people want to know,
not the love that you felt you received here?
That was when I really was in a dark place. I was really in a dark place. And those who watch this interview probably been waiting all these years to hear my real side of some things, but I'm not going to tap and take nobody time on that.
I do that.
But like that was a part of it. I wanted a new scenery. I just graduated college, or graduated university with my degree. I wanted a new scenery, and my brothers and sisters lived in San Antonio. Just wanted to get out of the city, right? And that's what I did. It all just happened to be around the same era. I needed a whole new restart. People do it all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And like, I'm not really here now either. I got family here, my dad here. I'm a daddy's girl. Whenever he's sick, I'm dirty shitting bricks trying to figure out when I'm gonna get back to him. So that was around that area, but it wasn't because of that, which those watching will know. But it's not because of that. It was a part of that, and I just got tired of everybody criticizing me when all I was trying to do was put food and opportunity on people's tables. That just was ungrateful. I've wasted a lot of money, sleep, energy, my life on other people. And I had to get the hell out the city to reset.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what I did. That's why I'm coming back with a whole nother perspective. Being international too has helped, you know, because I go everywhere and I see they're living, and I'll be like, oh shit, I got it. I'm good. I need to readjust my perspective on some things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's next for Mos P?
Thank you for asking. Once again, thank you for reverting me back and having a chance to sit in person with you.
Of course.
But yeah, so I opened a studio, podcasting studio, content space in Alton called MPP Studios, just so I can, once again, do my own. You know what I mean? Not have to rely on someone else to dictate when I do this and do this. So I put my investments and all that together, my business credit, and just did me. But I opened up the studio. So building that platform and giving Alton a whole new perspective, whole new facelift. Alton does not have as many opportunities as St. Louis do, and they're literally like East St. Louis to us. Like Alton is our East St. Louis to North County. So why not build the bridges? So I'm just being innovative on that. Of course, it's been done before, I get it, but I'm coming in from a whole nother perspective, a whole nother experience level, skill set era, and that's where I'm going. Like I got the studios, so MPP Studios, rentals, podcasting, live streaming, radio. MVP Radio is now officially Midwest Fleet Radio, which is licensed, BDS, digitally tracked. So artists that be like, oh, the DJs ain't messing with me, they won't play my record. I literally have an internet, digitally tracked radio ready to go to play your music. If you get your stuff together and you actually reach out. DJs aren't going to come find you all the time. There's thousands of artists. People develop artists in your sleep. So I'm not going to be able as a DJ to find everybody. So I'm just creating the platforms and let hopefully the opportunities open for them.
Bet.
Blog, we got the USA Blog Network, which has over 32 media outlets for people to get publicity, press, media. I am certified in PR. I went to go get that certification once again because I learned I can write, I can network.
Yes, she can. She does all that very, very well.
So I technically don't need to pay someone to do something I can do. I just didn't want to do. You know what I mean? So I did that. Next is also the tour coming up this weekend, which I'm not sorry, but the tour. I'm doing a lot of tours, creating them and being a part of them, like as a DJ. In July, I'm going to Jacksonville for the Fleet DJ Conference.
Okay.
I'm a part of the basketball, the sports era, so I'm hosting the basketball team game. We won softball last year, so we're back to fight somewhat of our title.
You played softball in high school,
I did play.
Okay.
Yeah, I did play softball in high school, which I would love to do a softball team. So everybody see this and they want to do softball, they want to any of that. Let's coordinate kickball tournaments, all that. Like I want to get back into doing community-based stuff, recreation. So I'm working on that. That's mostly where I'm at. Like, yeah, I'm still doing music. I get it. I'm all that. But my degree is in social work and psychology, so I'm trying to tap into the community aspect, the mentorship, the kids, the summer camps, all that type of stuff. Like, that's where I'm at. It gives me peace and comfort because I like kids. I still don't have any. Not Russian. Like, just threw that out there because people like, hey, what you doing? And that, yeah, there is systematically going to be released to the public of what I got going on, but I'm always trying to do something that's innovative that will impact and inspire versus be a part of the problem, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I probably forgot a lot of other stuff, but it's okay.
You said plenty.
It is a lot.
Said plenty. That they still got to decipher and break down.
Oh, heck yeah, which they might take them forever, but.
what is a gem that you can give to, what's a gem that you can give to aspiring females that's trying to pursue this industry?
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity because that goes along with my inspiration, my legacy. Never give up. Definitely be comfortable in who you are, because if you're not, whatever it fills you in is going to eat you alive, like leeches and crabs, just bite you. And it all goes back to just knowing who you are. Know who you are, accept who you are, love who you are, and don't take no for an answer. Fight to the top, fight for what you believe in, and never give up. Because there are going to be moments who get told, no, door's going to shut, they're going to lock, and you're going to have to find the key again. Just don't ever give up, and don't say no to yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I'm going through that every single day. Do not doubt yourself. Because if you feel it in your gut, if you're inspired, if it eats you alive that much, if you breathe, sleep, eat, crap it, it's for you. Don't stop. Don't give up.
Yep. And trust your gut. Believe, like, do you. Cause I remember, you was doing like 30 things. And I know I was one of the people that was like, hey man, maybe you should cut down on something.
Yeah, he did.
You know
He said, you doing too much. I said, I'm not.
And now I'm doing the same thing, like 1,000 things.
Exactly.
When people tell me that I need to chill, I'll be like, no.
Exactly.
So, just follow the beat of your own drum, you know what I mean? And you'll get to where you need to go.
Yes.
It's a pleasure having you, P. Where can people find you at?
To make it simple for everybody, MosPreciousPromotes.com, MosPreciousPromotes.com, Most Precious Promotes. The hashtag also is Most Got You, which does not have a T. People always get that confused, like, how you got most? It's most like Most Def, which I actually get called sometimes, which I still don't know how that works. He has dreads too, I get it, but It's Mos.
He don't got breasts though, so I don't.
He don't got bread. Like, how do you get Mos out of Mos Precious? Either way.
Respectfully.
That's true. Either way, hashtag MOSGOTU. Is now the whole thing. Also, get Precious on them. Get Precious on them. It's still out here. DJ Mos Precious everywhere. No T in my name. So if you're looking for me, it's DJ Mos Precious everywhere. It's that simple.
There you have it. Make sure you get at my girl for her podcast. Get at her for some DJ work, some marketing work, some PR work. She does it all. You see the camera on the table, photography, whatever you want, man. She got.
And I'm skilled at it because I've learned it, trial and error, and taught myself. That's usually the best ways to elevate. And also see you on my podcast real soon. Come on in the hot zone. Bring that hot juice. Bring that fro over here, you know.
It's coming. STL vs. Everybody, Season 4, Bodine, Mos P. We out.